Hi, I'm Gary White.
And I'm Yvonne McNary.
Here on Central Kentucky Television for Central Kentucky Talks. You're out at our tower site in Lebanon. Yes. It's another pretty day. Very humid.
Yes, very humid. And you know, the weather report said that 2 cold fronts were supposed to come through, and the humidity was supposed to drop. But
later in the week.
Later in the week.
Yes.
Oh.
I believe we're recording this on Monday, June the 27th. And I believe by Wednesday it's supposed to be in the 80s. So when we're out doing harness racing, we're going to be covering the harness racing at the Marion County Fair again this year. And when I'm getting the right horses and Yvonne's not, the weather's going to be really nice.
You may have a point there, Gary. But you know, I've got this mind over matter thing going this year for the fair, for the harness racing. You know, I'm thinking only positive thoughts. Beat Gary, beat Gary, beat Gary.
Positive for whom?
Well, the lucky horse that I pick, you know, is the one that's going to win, of course. So that's what I'm looking forward to. And I am bringing my money this year.
That's right.
That'll be a first, huh?
Yes.
I'm bringing my money so that you can see I'm serious this year.
That's right. You can buy the ice cream afterwards.
I hadn't planned on that, Gary. I'm not bringing that much money.
Oh, wow.
You know, if our viewers have seen you eat ice cream, they know it cost me a fortune to buy ice cream for you. But anyway, I'm ready for the harness racing. I am so ready.
Great. So that's part of the Marion County Fair, which is going on all week from June the 27th. It's going to go on through until Saturday, July the 2nd. Events every night of the week that you can go on out there and enjoy it. As we said, harness racing, we're going to be out there covering that on Wednesday evening.
Yes.
And that goes on Tuesday as well. So you can go out there, and then they have the pools later, and they have the dirt drag races and all this different stuff that is going on, as well as Marion County's got talent and the wood carvings. I think we'll try and get some video of the wood carvings maybe on Wednesday as well. Because that's something new and different that we're going to have.
Yeah.
So,
and I want to tell our viewers too, if you see us out there at the races, come by and say hello to us. And if you have any helpful hints on how I can choose a winning horse, or, you know, let me know.
Exactly. We have Riley and Keller out here too, and he's going back into the air conditioning.
I don't blame him one bit.
Out here.
I don't know why I let you drag me out here every week.
Covered in hair, it's even worse.
Yes, it is.
That's why I don't have any.
Oh. You have lots of pretty hair. It just grows slower.
That's right, exactly. But I like it better. I got my hair cut last week, and it had been, I usually do it like every 2 weeks or so, and I think it had been almost 3 weeks, and my head was hot. In the spots where I have hair, you know, I do on the back.
I was wondering
on the back, I actually do have some hair that grows there sometimes.
Yes, indeed.
Sometimes. And my head was hot.
Yeah. I can understand that. It gets a little warm under this hat too, but you know, you need it for the, you know, keep the bad rays off your skin and all that, and try to. Today,
speaking of that, I did a segment for our Central Kentucky Optometric Associates. Their Eye Care News segments where I interview with Dr. Tris Coney each month. And today we talked about sunburning, and you can actually sunburn your eyes.
Yes, you can.
Your eyeballs. Your eyelids, I guess, too. But,
yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but your eyeballs can get sunburned.
That could be very painful.
Have you had it?
No, I haven't, but I've had my ears burned. Ooh. That hurt.
They're tender.
Yes.
Yeah, she was saying you can burn your eyeballs, and it is very painful. But they can recover, you know. But it's kind of like getting a flash burn if you are a welder or something of that nature. Yeah. But just be careful and wear your sunglasses.
Yes. Yes, Gary, wear your sunglasses so that you won't squint and have little wrinkles around your eyes.
There are love lines around the eyes.
Loverly.
Yeah, exactly. They're lovely lines.
Yes.
But that's the 2016 Marion County Fair that's taking place in Marion County through July the 2nd. Come out some of those nights and see what's going on. Have some fun. Ride the rides. It's lots of enjoyment for everybody. Eat some of the good food.
Yes, indeed.
And we talk about that a lot.
Just sit out there, too. You know, there are lots of people mulling around. If you like to people watch, that's one of the best places to go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
But that's going to go on through the 2nd. Also on July 1st, we referenced that Springfield is having their Independence Day celebration,
Yes.
and J.D. Shelburne is going to be performing there as a free concert, so that's pretty nice.
Yeah, that is, and like you said, in the evening, and the temperature is supposed to start dropping, so it'll be really nice in the evening.
Yes. By Wednesday, it's supposed to only be like 82 degrees as a high, I think, and maybe 50s overnight or something like that. So I don't think it's supposed to build up a little bit, but not terribly. So hopefully by Friday it'll
Be
still
really
be
comfortable
nice.
for all this good entertainment we're going to have.
Exactly. Central Kentucky Television is going to be at the fair on Monday night as well, recording the pageants that are out there. We have our Miss Marion County and Miss Teen Marion County pageants. You'll be able to see them in a few days here on Central Kentucky Television as well.
That's always really nice because the girls all dress up and they look so pretty when they're out there, and then they do whatever it is they do, answer their questions or whatever. And, but it's all very fancy, and the families are there for their support. So it's always a lot of good, wholesome family fun.
Exactly. So we bring you here on Central Kentucky Television.
Yes, indeed.
Speaking of the heat, though, and how hot it's been and everything, a way to kind of refresh yourself is going to be on July 3rd and 4th. River of Life Church in Springfield is going to have a slip and slide. And that looks like a lot of fun. Are you going to do it?
It does. I was thinking about that earlier today when I was a little warm. I was thinking, oh boy, that slip and slide would probably feel really good about now.
Sliding down your bikini.
Yeah, that too. That was one of the questions in my mind. What does one wear to a slip and slide?
Something refreshing.
Yeah, for the refreshing parts of it. But that sounds like so much fun. And I know the kids will love it.
Yes.
They will absolutely love it.
And that's going to be at River of Life Church in Springfield. Why don't you tell us where that is?
That is
Right by the bypass?
right before the bypass. Right before you get to the bypass, you'll see it on the left-hand side. You'll see the three crosses up on the left-hand side of the road, and you'll see
150
the armory is right below it. You get to the armory first, and then you go a little further, and you'll see it. And there's a road that goes to your left, and you go on up, and you're at the River of Life. And they're going to have it outside. And I hope you've seen our advertisement for them for that. Then you can see how long it is. That is one of the longest slides I have ever seen.
It is a long slide. And it's only $10 to ride the slide all day long if you want.
All day long.
And that's on the 3rd of July and the 4th of July. So you can go on out. That's a Sunday and a Monday.
Yeah. Well, I was also thinking, where shall I park the car? At the top of the hill or at the bottom of the hill,
That is a good question.
Yes.
I would park at the bottom if I had an option, because then I'll walk up getting hot and I'll cool off going down.
Smart move.
And then by the time you're done and ready to go, you're at the bottom because you've ridden the slide.
Yes.
And you just get in the car and go.
All right.
Because Molly, by that point with this heat, you'll be dried off.
Yes.
As soon as you come down
I
that,
know.
by the time you walk to the car, you'll be dried off anyway.
Yes.
From the water there, from the sweat, maybe not.
Yeah. But I would just imagine that the kids will be out there all day long having a good time, and like I said, good, clean fun, clean with the water, and you'll be able to bring all the kids, and it doesn't matter, whether you're a member of River of Life Church or whatever. Just everybody come out.
Yeah, everybody's welcome to come.
Everybody's welcome to come.
July 3rd and 4th at River of Life Church. Time you saw it on Central Kentucky Television. Another thing that you could have seen on Central Kentucky Television take part in is with Infinity Laser in Bardstown. They have something called Coolsculpting. And it's for people who have been exercising maybe and losing some weight, but they had some of that extra fat skin deposit that they can't get rid of necessarily. That's what this is kind of for.
Yeah.
For people who are within like 30 pounds of their ideal weight to get rid of some of that skin that they just can't seem to get rid of. And it's available right in Bardstown.
Yes, it is. When I saw that, I went, oh, that's major. That's something you can do. Like I said, you don't need any time off from work or anything like that. You just go get that done. They said you could read a book while they're doing it, or whatever, or watch television. See, I can do that.
I couldn't read a book and watch television and lose weight. That's fine with me.
That's right. Active participant. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that. And it just looks so easy to do. So it looks like something that I might want to try.
Yes, it's actually it's Coolsculpting at Infinity Laser Med Spa in Bardstown, right by Keystone Cinemas, right down the road back there. And tell them that you saw it here on Channel 6 Central Kentucky Television as well. and talk to Tina and get scheduled for that. And let us know the results. We'll be happy to put you on there too.
Yes, let us know how it goes. We want, because I'm sure people are wondering, you know, should I do it? Should I do it? You know, but what kind of results will I have if I do? You know, so if you do it and you get the results, let us know. We'd be glad to take pictures.
Actually, absolutely, and put you on there.
Yeah.
So that's some of the stuff going on. We also are promoting the Bourbon City Street Concert that will be taking place in downtown Bardstown on Saturday, July the 9th, starting at 7 p.m. It's going to feature Carly Maffa, Dylan Carmichael, Andrew Scott Newton, and Glenn Templeton for that concert. That's a free street concert as well.
Wow. You can't beat it, can you?
No.
Yeah.
Lots of stuff that goes on all
Yeah.
the time. That's going to be on Saturday, July the 9th, 7 p.m. in downtown Bardstown. Head on out. Bring your own chair and sit. It's right on 3rd Street, North 3rd Street there. They close it down and kind of right by the courthouse. That's where the band is, the stage is and stuff for the Bourbon City Street Concert. But it sounds like a lot of fun.
Yes, it does. Again, good weather. You know, nice, quiet evening. Go out with the family and enjoy yourself.
Exactly. And it's put on by the Bardstown Main Street Committee. So some fun out there for that as well. You know, we talked a little bit about the fair, and we want to mention some of the people who are our sponsors who help make it possible for us to cover the fair. And we're doing the harness racing, as we said, on Wednesday, and Citizens National Bank is helping make it possible for us to get out there and cover the harness racing. Also, ECTC, Elizabethtown Community and Technical College, is sponsoring our complete coverage of the fair this year in Marion County and in Nelson County.
Wow.
They have our coverage, helping sponsor the coverage in both of our communities, as well as Kentucky One and Flagey Memorial Hospital. They're sponsoring and covering sponsoring our coverage of the Marion County and Nelson County fair events. And Staff Corps, staffing agency here in Marion County, is also one of our sponsors for the Marion County and Nelson County fair coverage. And the other day I did a promo for Keystone Liquors, which is in Bardstown, who is helping sponsor it as well. And for his thing, you know, some people who drink beer, I know you don't drink beer, but you know some people who do.
Yes, I do. I know people
That
who do.
evidently what they're saying that in Central Kentucky, people like it the colder the better.
Oh, colder the better. Huh?
Colder the better. And particularly with this weather, you know, nice cold beer would be very refreshing, I'm sure. So they have their beer cave at Keystone Liquors. And I got to talk to one of the guys from Vidito Refrigeration who installed the beer cave and see how they were able to get it so cold. So be sure and stay tuned with Channel 6 so you can see how they did that too and the technique they used, because it's actually a freezer that they kind of ramp up so it's not freezing the alcohol, you know, because
Frozen beer probably wouldn't be
frozen
very
beer
good.
won't be very good. And light beer doesn't have as much alcohol, so that's easier to freeze, you know, because alcohol doesn't actually freeze.
Right, right.
But light beer is so little alcohol that it's easier to freeze, so they had to be careful how they do it. But it's interesting, but we'd like to again thank Keystone Liquors as well for helping sponsor the Marion and Nelson County fair coverage here on Central Kentucky Television.
That's a great idea. I'd like to have a cave in my apartment. A cool cave. You know?
Cool cave.
A cool cave, you know.
Yeah, an Yvonne cave.
Yvonne caves. You go in and, you know, and sit there and chill. You know, after last week, I mean, it was
warm.
After last week, I have to tip my hat to all the people in our area here in Central Kentucky who work in the factories. Because there is no air conditioning in the factories, and the heat is sweltering. And I like to tip my hat to those folks because they really do a great job in adverse conditions.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes, they do.
Yes. And some of the HR people at some of the places will actually bring them like popsicles and stuff, right? Help them out.
Yes, sometimes they get popsicles, yes. Popsicles and ice to keep
Which
them
is nice,
cool.
refreshing.
Yes,
option.
it is. Yes, it is a great option. So that's a really great. And like I said, I tip my hat to all those folks because without them, you know, our economy is what it is because of them. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely.